Okay, welcome to my class of science. Today we are looking at electricity. So let us see how they ask questions on this topic, electricity. Figure below shows a circuit consisting of a 12 volts battery with a combination resistors between points X, Y, and Z. So points X, Y, and Z. Then this is the battery which they are talking about. The resistors we have 2 ohms, 6 ohms, 12 ohms. So let's now answer the question that follow. A, calculate the effective resistance between Y and Z in the circuit, Y and Z. So we are talking about these two resistors. So let us now calculate the effective resistance there. Okay. Remember, in physics, formulas, very, very important. Master formulas. Physics is different from mathematics, where, more especially maths paper 2, you are going to find formulas there on the cover page. But for this one, you have to master them. Once you have forgotten the formula, you are doomed. So make sure you understand the formulas in physics. So this is what we are going to do. Calculate the effective resistance. How are you going to calculate? Between Y and Z, these two resistors, they are in parallel. Hence, we are going to use the formula for parallel resistance. So let me write from here. I'm avoiding light. So we are saying 1 over R is equals to, this is the formula for parallel resistor, is equals to 1 R1 plus 1 over R2. So R1, we have two resistors there. R1, if we had some more resistance, we could have continued adding. Okay. So now that we only have 2, we are going to end here. Okay. Then from there, we are going to say 1 over R1. Resistor 1 is 6. Then plus resistor 1 is 6 plus R2 is 1 on top, then 12 down. Okay. So now from there, we need to simplify further by doing what? By making those two fractions as a single fraction. So for that reason, we are going to look for a common what? Denominator, in this case, which is 12. So 6 into 12 is 2. 2 times 1 on top, we are going to have 2. Then plus 12 into 12, 1. 1 times 1, we are going to have 1. Okay. Then from there, we say 2 plus 1, the answer is 3 over 12. So when you look at that fraction, we can still simplify further because there is a common number that can go into 3 and 12 without leaving a remainder. And that number is the 3 itself, because 3 can go into 12. So 3 into 3 is 1. Okay, then 3 into 12 is 4. So here, therefore, we are going to have 1 over 4. And that is the parallel resistor. So now from there, since the question is resistance, so now we are just going to reciprocate there, direct. Just say now, R over 1 is equals to 4 over 1. So 1 into R is R is equals to 1 into 4 is 4 ohms. Therefore, the answer. So that is the effective resistance between these 2 points. Okay. So after we have done with that one, that is 2 marks itself alone, I mean. That is 2 marks alone. Then we go to question B. Find the current through the 2 resistor. We find the current through the 2 resistor. Okay. Current through 2 resistor. Then current, again formulas, that is B now. Okay, this is A. Let me write down here. This is A. Then this is B. B will be here. We are trying to avoid the light there, reflection. So find the current through the 2 resistor. So now here, the current formula is voltage over resistance. That is the formula for current. So now, what we are going to do for us to find current, I mean for resistor. Do we have resistor? Yes. But this time around, we have to calculate now the whole resistor in the circuit. So for us to know that, You can maybe write it here. Resistor is equals to, here we have found the effective one 4 plus the one which is in the series here 2. Okay, 2. So when we add this, we are going to have 6 ohms. Okay, so that is the total resistance of this circuit, and that is the one we are going to use when calculating current. So from there now we say current is equals to voltage. Are we given? Yes, it's there. So what? 12. So we say 12 over resistor 6. Okay, 6. Then from there you say 6 into 12, you are going to have 2A. So current is measured in ampere, which is represented by letter A, ampere. That is current. So 2 current. Okay, we have answered question B, and that is also 2 marks. Then we go to question C. Calculate the voltage across 2 ohms. 2 ohms resistor. So here we are calculating the what? The voltage. Voltage, the formula, you have seen how important formulas are in physics. You have to master them. So voltage is equals to current times the resistor. That is the formula for voltage in this case. Then current is what? We have found is 2. You use that same one. Times. Okay? Then, because the question here says, calculate the voltage across 2 ohms resistor. So we are talking about these two across 2 ohms resistor. So the resistance that you are going to use here is 2. They have specified 2 ohms resistor. So when you multiply 2 times 2, what is the answer? The answer is 4 voltage. Hence the answer. So you have answered all the question and you've scored all the 6 marks because each question carries 2 marks. Thank you so very much for understanding. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Pedagogy Learning. Follow me on my Facebook page, Mr. A Plus Online Lessons. Thank you so very much for now.